Man, I'm about to say some deep shit, man. We don't have, a lot of black people in the hood don't have the parental guidance and upliftment as youth. So I tell people, my daddy told me I was the greatest nigga in the world. It's like Kanye. It's like, no matter how much you why is he not cancelable? Why is he getting away with what he's getting away with? How is he still making money? How is he still successful? Because his mama told him he was special.
Nobody can take that from him.
And it's not that nobody could take. This is the thing. He believed it. See, like when I meet Christian people that believe, like when I meet Christians, when I meet Muslims, like they believe that. Like, listen to me, brother. I'll die with this belief.
All right, let go. Is it on? Work, man, you gotta work them sounds. Quan, you gotta work them sounds. Quan on the soundboard. Soundboard, Quan, what we doing?
I didn't hear the sound.
Huh?
Somebody said, what in the Timu chain?
What topic?
Oh,
Wow, y'all are disrespectful. Timu chain, it's like, tell y'all something, I want y'all to understand something. I have one of the biggest songs in the world, guys. This is, I love this shit. I do this shit with y'all because I love this shit. I don't do this shit with y'all because I need the money. I wish I knew that. This is like,
you can't go wrong.
So let me, hold on, let me tell you this. I want to tell them, the chat something real quick before you start. This is for everybody that's in here. 86 people in here. My favorite teacher was this guy named Mr. Kemp. And Mr. Kemp was my favorite teacher because he was rich. And he was a rich white man, and he would drive from Lake Lanier, if you know about Atlanta. He would drive to Lake Lanier all the way to College Park to teach poor black kids. And he was this rich white guy, and he didn't cowtail. He would talk to us like we was his business partners. And I remember he told me one day, he said, he would always say, you guys handle things so different than we do. You guys always want to hurt each other. You guys want to hurt each other. You guys want to hurt each other. And he goes, we in the white world, we want to hurt each other. The only thing that matters is what you trying to do. So for me, I'm like Mr. Kemp. I'm just trying to be him. I'm a man that made his money. I could be out here conquering, but I like this shit because I like helping people win. So if you believe that, believe it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm gonna say that for the people here because if you know me, you know what the fuck it really is, my nigga. I'm the same nigga on and off camera. So let's get to the motherfucking Raydar Report.
No cap in that.
Let's get to the Raydar Report. This is the Raydar Report. Hold on, Chassis. So what about, can we get Wings 101? Honey Mild.
Wings 101.
My nigga Alex. Alex in the chat. Alex in the chat treating us. I love that shit.
Alex, one more time.
Corey, that shit. Corey said, you don't need to learn how to work the board. I'm going to make the sounds myself.
Let's do it.
Ray, you don't need to do it. I'm doing it myself. All right, let's get into it. All right.
You feel
What's
me?
good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, a.k.a. the Culture Referee, and welcome to the Raydar Report. Hey, where I sit in the room with my staff, and we talk about life and shit's going on, and it's been going crazy, so I appreciate everybody in the chat watching live. If you're listening at home, if you're watching like this, man, subscribe and fuck with the chat. We be talking crazy in here to each other. They done call me names, I done called them names, but we love each other. This is my motherfucking family in the chat. But shout out to y'all. So, like I always do, I got Rocky and Alex on the mic. We're gonna go ladies first. Okay. Rocky, who everybody loves in the chat. What we talking about today? Give me what you want to bring up. What we bringing up?
So we're going to start off with DDG because we were paid to do this.
Yes.
I know how Mike Jack felt. You feel me? I'm top five, like, even with that little YN, me even speaking to him, I gave him the biggest moment in his entire streaming career of his entire life. Like, even when I talk to people, I speak to people, it becomes their biggest moment ever. You feel me? That little nigga that was born in 2005, I gave him his biggest moment in his life. Like, his whole hood is jumping up and down right now. You feel me? And you know, it's a blessing and a curse because some people try to use it as at their advantage, you know, to take advantage of me, you know. But I'm not that type of nigga. I don't like that. You feel me? But it is what it is, you know. It is what it is.
This is a paid subject. DDG is officially a paid subject. How are we talking about it? Let's go.
So he recently just posted that he's due for an off-camera vacation soon and he's burnt out. And I think that's interesting considering all the stuff going on with him and Holly.
Go ahead.
You finish what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish. Are you?
Oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
done. I'm done.
Oh well. First of all, let me just say this about DDG. First of all, I feel like he went too far with the Michael Jackson comment. This is see. Here's the thing. You have to be very careful when you have sympathy. You have to be very careful. And if I could say one thing to DDG, it would be, don't ever compare yourself to the greatest artist to ever live. Mm-hmm. And even though you're comparing yourself to the fame part that he went through, he was also Michael Jackson is probably the most famous human being to ever live.
For sure.
It's like Mona Lisa, Jesus, Michael Jackson.
Yeah. No, for sure. He's not lying.
And the reason I'm saying Mona Lisa is because the painting has been around since the 1700s.
For sure.
You know, everybody, I don't know who she is, but you know the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to give her that. But Jesus and then Michael Jackson.
For sure.
And when DDG goes, I know what Michael Jackson went through, the response is, you don't know 1/1000th of what Michael Jackson went through. You don't know what it was like to be Michael. Like, this nigga had to dress up as different people. He was like, to be honest with you, Michael Jackson is the closest thing we've ever had to an alien on Earth.
Facts.
Right?
Bro, seeing Michael Jackson was just
like dog, watching as a kid, watching Moonwalker, and this nigga turned from a car to a robot and start killing people. Like, Michael Jackson, and if you watch it, and by the way, if you watch his documentaries and you see how intentional he was about being the star he is. I love DDG, but that was the one time I was like, if I was, like I said, I be talking about it. Shout out to Wale, shout out to all the rappers that reach out to me. I think why my message resonates more than most is because if you're listening at home, we probably all sound the same. But if you're a player, you know when a coach is talking.
For sure.
Like, when you're a player, you know when a coach that coached the game is talking. And I think that's why I haven't caught a lot of flack for the things that I've said, because even if you don't like what I said about Ashanti can't deny it wasn't a fact.
Facts.
And that's all I'm saying. So sometimes I think a fan gets mad when a critic critiques, but I am a critic. That's what I do. I'm a coach. Yeah. I'm actually better than a critic. I'm a coach. I can tell you what you're doing wrong, but show you how to do it right.
Exactly.
I'm a coach, right? Yeah. So yeah, that was the only thing I said about DDG. I feel like he was finally kind of getting a little, let's be clear. Hold on, let's also talk about something.
Yeah.
Where was the outrage at Haley when he posted her screenshots? Well, her saying, I'm going to kill myself.
You know,
I'm going to do this and I'm going to hurt like, no. And I'm sorry. I just got to go there. I want to say this to women, and I feel like women are accountability partners. Women have to start making other women be accountable if women want to grow in society. And I'm going to be honest with you. Anytime a man tries to hold a woman accountable, women jump in and say, you don't do that. She's a girl. Why you in girl business? Yeah. Shut up. You take it's like, okay.
Yep. No,
I got a daughter, but I guess I can't say nothing to women, but women can tell us shit about ourselves all fucking day. But okay, I understand that you guys are a different species and I love you guys. So I'm going to respect it. But I am going to tell two women in the room who I love and adore, Chastity and Rocky, that you guys got to start making other women be accountable, because what's happening is that I'm telling y'all, men are gonna switch up on women the way men switched up on the Democratic Party and voted for Trump. And let me tell you why I bring it up. Hold on. Let me tell you why I bring it up. Hear me out. Let me just tell you why I bring it up. Because Trump but nobody publicly supported him. Like MAGA in 2016, Jordan, it was like, we'll beat your ass, but he ain't gonna win. MAGA in 2024 was like, you bringing them back? Like, it was a war against it was just like more and more and more intense. And the reason is because men checked out. While women were saying on TV, while Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar's on The View saying, anybody that votes for him is a misogynist. Why do you like him? If you like him, and it was like, men were like, okay, well, it's either vote for him, and we get back to the old ways things used to be, or keep listening to you complain and not accomplish shit.
No, that's true.
And that's how it feels as a man. It's like, I don't mind hearing a woman's voice. I want to hear it, but I want to hear it after you've tried.
For sure.
Not because you can say something. No, I want to hear it after you've tried.
Exactly.
The way men work, you got to earn your opinion at a man's table. That's why men say, what do you bring to the table? Now, usually the woman was at the table and we had to ask her what she brung because she shut the fuck up. I'm just being facts as a man. I'm just being facts as a man. But now women aren't shutting the fuck up, and they are not going to. So now a rich man is like, okay, you want to come to the table, and you don't shut the fuck up? What the fuck do you bring then?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why men are asking the question, because no real man will make a woman bring something to the table if she was behaving the way he thought a woman should.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm saying, go ahead.
I was like, I've tried holding women accountable, like personal relationships
going.
in my life, and I'm being honest. No. What's crazy is like I lose them as friends. Like we can't hold the friendship together.
Alex, Mosky, Quan, Jordan. Stop for all the men in the room calling your name. Pay attention, guys. A woman who I think is one of the most reasonable women I've ever met in my life. Right? Would y'all agree? Isn't Rocky the shit? Okay. Literally just said, when I try to help my sisters be accountable, they no longer become my sisters. I'm their enemy. Now, imagine a man that's sticking dick in her, and she's telling her how much he love her, and then he's like, babe, I want to protect you from doing something dumb. Can you stop acting crazy? And she's like, no, because you fucked me, and you teaching me. It's like, I don't know what to do at this moment.
Right.
Go ahead,
Nah, I
Chad.
feel bad for y'all.
You know what's crazy though, Ray? Like, y'all think that women don't listen to y'all and that they don't operate because of you. A woman will listen to you if you do the right thing. On that part, they will listen to you if you do the right thing, and they will listen to you when you do the wrong thing. I've seen my friends get cheated on and treated bad, and that man will say, jump, and she will say, how freaking high.
And you know what? No, I love it. Can I just say, okay, everybody's listening, watching. This is why I love the girls on my team.
Number two.
Because they are accountable. I love y'all. Y'all need your own show. Y'all need to be at the White House. We need to send y'all on a mission. Just make it be accountable. Y'all might not come back alive.
Right. Number two, with Rocky's point, yes, I've showed, like, I have group chats with my friends, and I am the monster because I'm the one that's like, well, look at what you guys did.
I don't want to look at that.
No, really.
Bitch, what are you trying to do?
Yes.
Bitch, that's not how it works.
They're like, oh my God, but all the years they've been doing what they're doing. And I'm like, but what happened today?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let's do this. Y'all are inspiring me right now. I'm going to reveal a secret. Fellas in the room, I'm asking for permission. I'm going to reveal a little man's secret to the women in the room. Okay, it's not bad, but I'm going to reveal a man's secret, if you don't mind. Say what you say. I want to make sure you say so I can tell you. Say what you say. Your friends want to hear it. Say it.
So, man, my friends, which one? Like,
The one, no, I'm saying the gist of it is you try to make them accountable.
I try to make them accountable. I'll be like, well, what about today? You know what I'm saying? They talk about, no, he's been doing that. He's been doing this. And da-da-da-da. And I'm like.
Okay, here's something. Here's something.
But
Here's
today,
something.
what did you do
Okay, so
today?
so let's exchange, y'all. Let's do this. Let's try this. We, like at the Raydar Report, we try to make history. Okay, so I'm going to tell the ladies a secret that y'all have never heard a man admit, but I'm going to admit it. We are taught by our fathers and the men in our life, no matter what she sees, never admit it. Am I right, fellas? Is that like it's like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. No. You knew that. Hear me out. Hold on. You knew that, but what you didn't know was that our fathers and our grandfathers said, no matter what happens, never admit it.
Wow.
Never admit it. And I kind of go against that. Y'all know I live my life. I tell the truth, right? But I'm like, but if women just admitted that, somebody told y'all was little girls, never be accountable. Don't let them hold you accountable. If they hold you accountable, it's a trap. You're going to be a man. Stay a woman. Don't be accountable. Has that ever happened to women? Because I know men have told us.
No.
Women don't tell us
Y'all
that.
They don't teach y'all don't be accountable?
Actually,
y'all are just
my
naturally
mom
that
told
way?
me
No, I think so.
be
No, what's crazy
accountable.
is I see it with my daughter. Like my daughter and my son have literally showed me. I'm like, wow, men are really just like this, and women are really just like
my
this.
kids too. No, listen, Miyoki had a little friend in her room. And I come in the room, and it's a new girl in the room. I've never seen this girl in my life. So I'm like, who is this little 5-year-old in my house saying hello to me? So I'm like, hey, how you doing, beautiful? And Miyoki did her little hair like, I can't wait. And she literally got, I can't wait to hear you say about me, daddy. I call you beautiful every day. She's 8.
Yeah.
No, nigga, I'm beautiful. Women are not. See, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. My whole thing, my stance, I'm giving you the remedy for the problem that I don't think can be fixed. But the real problem to fixing it is that women should go back to their feminine ways and allow men to be masculine again. It's gonna be a little frustrating because, but let me tell you something. A woman makes a man, not a man. A woman makes a man. Now, a man teaches you how to be a man. A man tells you the things you gotta learn to fix your car, you gotta learn to do this. But at the same time, he's the man of the house still. So he's showing you as he's doing it with you, right? Sure. When you get your first woman, when I first lived with a girl, and I remember having to make sure we had a place to stay, and that's different. My first girlfriend, Stacy, made me a man. Nigga, I was a little boy running through things, just living in with my friends, having fun. And I met this girl, and it was like she was going through some shit. And I was like, damn, I just was with her last night. I'm gonna be a fuck nigga if I don't help her. So I helped her. I left work, and we was together for 4 years after that. Nigga, I got her sister, because they got evicted. I got her and her sister had a new baby, a hotel room, my tip money from Bargain Bright for 2 days. It's like, stay here for 2 days. I'll figure out what you're gonna do. I'm 18. I'm 19. That's man shit. Yeah. So when I get to 30 and niggas like, how you handling it? I'm like, nigga, when I was 19, I bought my girl a car. It was a $500 Geo Prism, but it was a car. It was a car. She went on because she got kidnapped and raped. It was big. It was a big deal on news and everything. And I was like, no girl, because she was an independent woman. She was riding the bus. And I was like, ain't no girl with me riding the bus ever again. I'm never gonna leave that. And I bought her a car. And every girl I've been with from that day to now, I bought cars for. Like, I'm not playing that you being available shit. But my point is that she made me a man. And what I want women to understand is that a woman makes a man a man. A woman is the first time he practices being a man, right? He heard, but he practices with his first woman. If you out here soft girl era chasing money, you leaving the niggas your age up to themselves and just sitting around playing video games and on Twitch all day. No wonder he don't want shit, because he ain't met. A woman makes a man drive. Men don't start wanting to be cool until you know that gets girls. For sure. Everything that men are is to impress women. Sure, so when y'all are like, I need money, I need this, that's why we got more, we scamming at an all-time high.
Yeah.
We are, because women want money. Like, I was just talking to Malik, who next door. And I was like, and he was like, I was like, bro, I was talking about my outfit. I was like, bro, like, if you know any websites that sells like tops and bottoms are the same color, that's my new thing now. Because it don't take that much to get dressed. Yeah, like, that's how I've been dressing lately, like top, bottom match. So he was like, yeah, man, you got to go there, man, because these niggas is running this retail up. And I was like, I know, man. I was like, ain't that crazy? Where everybody getting the money from? And I'm like, because this shit is more expensive than ever and there's no money. Nigga, this is scammers. Yeah. Niggas are scammers now because you can get the Louis and you get the girl you want. For sure. You don't get the girl you want going to work at AutoZone, fucking building your career at 24.
Hell no.
The nigga that's fucking your girl that you want when you marry when you 36 is that 24-year-old scamming nigga in the club that's probably going to put a baby in her. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So now she met you at 36. Yeah. She was spending all her time having fun as a young girl and you trying to get your life together. Yeah. Yeah. And now you finally up there. Now she like, okay, it's not fair. Yeah. And it's like women are just like, I want, and niggas like, I'm gonna give. Yeah. And niggas is dying and killing themselves and putting themselves in jail and all that shit just to impress they women who don't even know what they want. They just want what they saw the next bitch have.
Hey man,
oh my God. No, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if women start being accountable and start, like, I've never heard a woman sit down with another woman and say, can you admit you made a bad choice with your baby father?
Fuck no.
It's like the baby father is always the bad choice that you're writing by doing right by a kid that he didn't even fucking want. What's wrong with you? Why you letting a scammer run up in you naked? I'm raw anyway. What the fuck are you telling the world about yourself, baby girl?
Boom.
I'm gonna let a nigga get me pregnant because you're gonna get me a bust down? An $8,000 watch?
Goofy.
Like, what the fuck are we? So it's like women have gotten to this place where their bodies are the pathway to getting everything they dream of. And they forgot that you gotta have a brain.
Yep.
And they forgot. And I'm telling you now, this Puff trial is taking, the portal is closing.
Yep.
The portal is closing.
I was gonna say they forgot
rich
because
niggas is like, I'd rather just find me one or two. Yep. And then he's finding out his bitch, who he's paying her rent, and just went and did another trick with another rapper. His wife and 7 of his friends.
Crazy.
What are we talking about?
Crazy.
That's what I'm gonna say. Rich men enabled that behavior.
By the way,
That's why women forgot.
Rich men fucked it all up.
Yeah.
They did. Rich men fucked it all up because they start selling dreams.
Oh yeah.
Promising bitches shit. What you want? Oh, that nigga ain't buy you. Hold on, that nigga got you riding in a Honda? He don't know you a Benz, bitch. She'd be like, yeah, I should be in a Benz. Why am I in a Honda now? He put now, you know how, let me say something. I'm cooking today, fuck.
Yeah, cook.
You know how many Nigerians fucked up relationships in Atlanta?
Oh shit.
Yes, bro.
Listen.
Do you know how many Nigerians
on, bro.
have fucked up relationships in Atlanta?
Yep.
Not because they were bad guys, but because they were the biggest tricks in the city.
Oh, for
they were
sure.
buying chicks brand new everything in the first day because they were the king scammers. They were
For
scamming
sure.
them. That's how they scam them over there. Bring it here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. For
So
sure.
you know, now let me tell you something. In Atlanta, the code word for stay away from her last nigga was Nigerian.
Yeah.
Look
yeah.
at Portia. Look at Portia, guys. Let's get there. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chine, and Portia Williams, no longer Gobadia, is not only divorced, but she has been awarded $40K monthly alimony, her Rolls Royce, partial control of the $7 million home in divorce from Simon Gobadia. I promise you, Portia's over there trying to get them cameras back up. I promise you.
Go there.
No, listen.
She got that at $40,000 and the Rolls Royce and the car and call ice on him. Nigerian scammers are like, we got to smarten the fuck up, guys. They caught on to us.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Am
wow.
I tripping?
Wow.
Am I tripping?
Oh my God.
Now, I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, and by the way, shout out to Simon. That is really my guy.
And call ice is crazy.
No, listen. But the fact that, first of all, let me just tell y'all something. I'm gonna look at it's my camera. I only have one camera, but I'm gonna look at this motherfucker. If you are a guy, you gotta stay away from these Decatur chicks. Hey man, these East Side chicks don't play. First, hold on. Watch this. My best friend is a relationship expert. Her name is Alexis. So we was on the phone talking about it today, and I was like, yo, like why does East Side, like West Side chicks don't take niggas down? South Side chicks, why East Side chicks? You know what she told me? It was the dopest shit. She said, because girls in the East Side got their dads in their life. Ain't no nigga gonna play with them. And that's true, because East Side girls, kind of, that's why they got the Decatur flavor. East Side girls is mostly like, you know, Southwest DeKalb. Those are girls that had two parents in the households. Fellas, stay away from, listen, I don't know Portia, but Shamia's my fucking sister. Shari, they're my sisters. I don't know her, but I'm telling you, she's a beautiful girl, and that motherfucker got game. Simon was a rich nigga that outsmarted the entire world and just was on his way to just flying private jets, living the dream, had his little beautiful wife in there. Here come a Decatur chick with a fat ass and a pretty smile like they all got. And took that nigga. You know how let me tell you something. You will never hear a West Side chick or a South Side chick say, well, Portia, or never a chick from Gwinnett. A chick from Gwinnett wouldn't dare say what Portia said when she was like, I should fuck her husband. Ooh. You know how gangster you gotta be with your vagina?
Crazy.
To say I'm gonna get it. That means that pussy is incredible.
That's some nigga shit.
That means she
I'm
like,
gonna fuck
I
that
want to
nigga
give
bitch.
it to that nigga just so when he fucking his wife tonight, he could think about me.
Oh my
That
God.
that's a Decatur girl. They
Wow.
are different. They got their daddies in their life. They mamas bag their daddies. So the mamas got game. Stay away from Decatur chicks, guys. Look, Nigeria 0, Decatur 1. What up? Like I'm like, my nigga. Like I'm like. And she literally told me, she said, East Side girls, I'm telling you something, we got our daddies in our life. You can't run no game on us. We run a game on you. And look what, this nigga was a millionaire, had a whole wife. Simon is the only nigga I knew in Atlanta that had cars in his garage that had to be, he had so many exotic cars that had to stack them on top of each other in the garage.
Oh,
He,
So
he
had the
literally
Rolls Royce
had
on
an
top
extra
of the
car.
other Rolls Royce. And it's like, this nigga was just living his dream. You know, he was King Nigeria in Atlanta, my nigga. Nobody was bigger than Simon, but he got taken down by the Decatur's flavor from the East Side. Nigga, they don't play.
wow. And call ice on him. It's crazy.
What else we talk about? Now let's get into the show. I feel like we came with a whole different agenda. What do we say we're gonna start off with?
For sure.
Now let's talk about the show.
What we got going?
Yeah, hold on. Somebody said Lil Wayne started the trick of them. I said on my show, get me that clip. Lil Wayne made hoe rap popular. He was the first nigga to celebrate hoes. He's the first nigga to say, my bitch, she a 10, nothing better than Corinne. It's like, this nigga made every nigga in the world want Corinne. The code word is if I could do what Corinne could do. We just start liking hoes. Hoes took over society. To the point where hoes come out and good girls look lame. Man, I love to see a woman come out fully dressed, everything covered, and still look like that.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So, yeah. What else we talking about though? What we get into now? What we got now?
What we got, Alex?
Kanye, why are you here?
Kanye West has officially arrived at the courthouse. He walked in with security with him, and the marshals had to remind people no phones allowed, which means there are no photos of him inside the courthouse. It was said that yesterday he tried to go and he was kicked out, but there's nothing to confirm that that was true, but he's there today. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk and speculation about who this friend rapper is that Jane Doe flew to Vegas with. At first, it wasn't obvious until cross-examination when Diddy's attorney said that the rapper was iconic, close to Diddy, and had a girlfriend/wife. Obviously, if he had a girlfriend, they would have said girlfriend. If he had a wife, they would have said wife. And the fact that the attorney kept stressing that it was a girlfriend or wife, I knew immediately it was Kanye because nobody actually knows if him and Bianca are officially married. Also, Kanye has been very vocal in supporting Diddy, so it really wasn't shocking that it would be him. Obviously, I have to say allegedly because there's no confirmation that it is him, but I think at this point we all are aware of who we think it is. Will he testify for Diddy? We don't know. Why is he there today? We don't know, but I will keep you guys updated.
Shade Room just posted
What's Shade Room?
that Ye has arrived.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, he literally just arrived to the Diddy trial.
Ye is at court with Diddy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
gonna be the greatest day of trial. Oh my, they just let the free nigga in trial.
Yeah.
While they trying to, oh my God. By the way, shout out to Ye for standing up and standing with Puff.
This is crazy.
So they blocked him yesterday because they said they thought he would sway the jury.
Huh?
Yesterday, him and his wife pulled up and they blocked him because they thought they would sway the jury. He looks as if they think he's gonna speak on Puff's behalf because Puff's legal team spoke out and said, yeah.
Why can't he? How many people saying bad shit about Puff? That's my problem with society. That's why I call myself the referee. Because it seemed like only one side, the narrative only fits one side. Dog, let me tell you why I act like this. Because, by the way, I don't know Puff. I know him, I got his number, we talked a few times, but he's not my friend, right? But like, if he was your friend, you should have showed up for him. Khaled should have showed up for him. I just believe that, right? Ross should have showed up for him, right? Like, anybody who he was like, and I'm only saying those two names because those was his mans. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like a celebrity, because sometimes a celebrity showing up kind of makes the people like, okay, it's not a complete lynching. Like, at least this guy doesn't want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, but sometimes the whole crowd's like, you ever seen Gladiator? Remember, that's why I love Gladiator so much, because it's like the audience didn't care who the man was on the ground on his knees. They just like, kill. That's a man's life. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's husband. That's somebody's father. It's like the crowd doesn't think. They don't see a human. They just see entertainment. So because I'm a human in entertainment, I try to bring human factors to it. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Ye for supporting Puff. Yeah. Shout out to Ye for shout out to, and by the way, if any celebrity, you cannot tell me you've been around somebody. I've been around so many celebrities that I knew were pieces of shit. We still hung around them. Support your pieces of shit in the good or bad. Show the world that you a friend. And by the way, you ain't got to say he guilty or not. You could just say, I want him to see my face. I want him to know that I still love him. I want him to know I'm praying for him. Even if it's that. Mm-hmm. Nobody even said pray for him.
Oh, nah.
Saying pray for Puff is like blasphemous now.
Crazy.
Because the mob is like the people on Gladiator. And Puff is on the ground. And people are just saying, kill. And I'm like, nigga, hold on.
Yeah, bro.
If he did wrong, but they was doing it with him. Like, we don't want to kill them. Yeah. We want to kill him. Oh. And at me, I'm like, I got to stand in front of this shit. Yeah, bro. Because I would want somebody to stand in front of it if it was me. Yeah. Damn, these niggas want to kill me they don't even know me. Y'all talking about kill. And that's what's happening to Puff. So shout out to Ye for showing up. What else we got?
And Grammys, we saw how you tried to soft launch the change to the country music genre. You ain't fooling nobody. A win is a win, okay? A win is a win. And shout out to Variety Magazine because they just published that the Grammys had soft launched a change to their country music category. Now, if you go to the Grammys official website, it states that the existing Best Country Music Album category has been renamed to Best Contemporary Country Album. And I guess to add insult to injury, they also added a new category for Best Traditional Country Album. Because what exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean, Greg? We want to hear from the Grammys. What does that mean? Now, the Grammy Awards takes place February 1st of 2026, but those nominations will come out on November 7th this year. So I'm very curious to see who's going to submit their traditional country music album to the Grammys and who's actually going to get a nomination. And I think it's interesting that Beyonce's album was the last album to win underneath that subgenre of that category. And I find it even more interesting that now we see a lot more Black country music artists becoming mainstream. So to change the category title now means that there's going to be a whole lot of stipulations to be able to get a nomination underneath that genre. And I just feel, this is just my personal opinion, I just feel like after Beyonce's win, I feel like they're just like trying to lock ship on who can win next. Specifically Black country music artists who are again becoming more mainstream and more commercial to a lot more listeners.
So Beyonce has made a big shift in the Grammys. They now are making a traditional and a contemporary category
shout
for
out
the country
to Beyonce
albums.
for pissing off enough white people that they had to find a way to say, we got to give her an award, but we got to win too, guys. So it's like, so because they know Beyonce's album was more of a statement than it was a country album. It was a Black artist saying, I could do this shit too, bitch. And watch when the Grammys come, they gonna give me the award because I'm bigger than all y'all. So they know they can't beat her. So they're like, why don't you give her that award? Can we get back to our award? So they make a traditional country album and a contemporary country album.
And
Shout
I think
out to them.
It was interesting because like everybody was saying that when she shouldn't have won, it should have been Shabuzi, like another Black person in country. So I feel like they're going beyond the fact that it could have been Beyonce that won. It's like there's Black artists just
That's my point. There's been Blacks in country for the longest. Why do you think Beyonce Virgo ass went and did it?
Yeah.
She wanted to tell every Black person trying to be in country, here I come.
Right.
I dare they say something to me because they don't want it with me or my motherfucking husband.
Right.
And she wins the award. She accepts it. And they were pissed quietly. They
weren't quiet.
No. Meaning they made the change quietly.
Oh, got you.
They were campaigning behind closed doors. They wasn't protesting Black folks. They wasn't calling people out. They was practicing legislation and coming in. Now I'm being for real.
Yeah.
That's how we got to move, right? They just showed us how to move it. When we see somebody winning our shit, say next time they put somebody like Psy, that Gangnam Style, that was a hip hop record.
Yeah.
Next time they put something like that in our category, we need to legislate the same motherfucking way.
I was gonna say, would that work for us though, as Black people?
No, it will. Black people just scream. White people move.
Yeah.
Black people scream and complain. White people get paperwork, legislation. They pay their motherfucking senators. Who is your local congressman? Does anybody know? I don't give a fuck. You know, the white folks do though. His name is Mike Brown, and he's right there, and he's gonna do it. And when I need that stop sign moved 6 inches back, like they understand it. We gotta understand it too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We can't survive on ignorance anymore. We can't be cool to say I'm ignorant as fuck. You know me. You gotta be like, nah, nigga. We gotta be smarter now. So that's what I was saying. What else we talking about?
Russ was sitting down with Ebro.
Play that clip for Russ. I want to see
sure,
that.
For sure.
I like Russ. I felt something. I want to play it. Play it.
I just feel like from the conversations I've seen him have, it's coming off like the motivation behind signing AI artists and doing all this is control. And you're not looking for artists, you're looking for machines that follow orders.
Okay.
And you're trying to eliminate the messiness, aka the beauty of humanity, and looking at artists like these inconvenient employees. And so you're
just like the rest of the corporations.
Right. So you're kind of doing this because you want compliance, which isn't collaboration. It's not creativity. No. It's control. And so at that point, you're not building art, you're building product. It's very weirdly dystopian to go from like protecting the voice of an artist to programming what they say.
Wow. And would you call it like manipulative almost?
Yeah. And you're also telling the whole world that the ideal artist is the one who shuts up and obeys. It's like, that's compliance. That's not collaboration. That's not art. You're building product. And it's really kind of telling about our culture, not rap or anything, just like America, the world, that we just value convenience, speed, profit, output. So it's like,
first of all, I fuck with Russ. I think he's brilliant. I heard he's from Atlanta. I love him. But it's something very important to acknowledge when you hear people talk. And this is a great lesson for everybody. Russ is talking from Russ's perspective. So Russ is basically, he's by the way, he's not wrong. You do want something that don't talk back. You do want something that you don't control. And you know why he doesn't understand that? Because his biggest moneymaker is himself. He controls himself. So yeah, Russ, of course you fucking are gonna say that about Timbaland because you are the fucking product, my nigga. Of course you're gonna say that, bro. And it's like, it be pissing me off because like, nigga, why can't we wanna be you? Why can't I make a Russ? My own Russ. An AI version that makes records because I'm ugly and nobody wants to look at me. Or I'm 50 and I feel like I could do it if I was younger and now, why can't I? What if I invested in 10 artists and lost hundreds of $1,000s on these fucking humans that didn't know they were products, nigga? You are a product, nigga. What are you talking about? You're just a talking product, so you can shut up when you want and you can talk when you want. But imagine if I was paying for everything and you were the product. Nigga, I would be very uncomfortable because you might forget that you need me. That's why niggas in behind the scenes get fired. As soon as the artists start blowing up, they switch up. Nigga, you the product we pushing. I'm supposed to eat off that. No, I'm a human and I'm a person. And I want to, it's like, okay, you know what, guys? Be that. I'll go make a fake one. Oh, we hate him. We hate him. Nigga, what can I do? Artists just want people like me, Timbaland, and labels to just give them all our money, give them all our resources, give them all the ownership, and pray that they shout us out when they win a fucking award. And nigga, the niggas that got their family on the line to feed ain't fucking leaning on that. My kids is, you know what I mean? Niggas try to fuck me over, and I'm like, damn, these niggas don't understand. I gotta feed my kids, and they don't care. Those products that Russ talks about that you just want control. Yeah, nigga, Russ, you know how you could talk? Because you've won. Imagine if Russ brought in a young kid that he wanted to sign that he thought could be bigger than him, but the kid didn't listen. At some point, Russ gonna stop spending money on the kid, right or wrong?
Right. For sure.
That was still a loss. That was still a loss, bro.
And
you know
at the same time,
I didn't bother you. You know I didn't bother you that was a loss? Because you can still go get on the road and make $1 million a night because you're the fucking product. Meanwhile, I'm the fucking nigga pushing the product. I'm talking on products right now. I got a product, watch me. This a product, this a product. Guess what all these products don't do? Talk. So when a nigga want to sell it, he sell it. Now imagine my product is Rocky. And I'm like, yo, Rocky, we done got you to the point where I'll give you an example. I'm going to bring this up. I hope they don't get mad at me, but fuck it, it's the truth. My bro, Blue Williams worked his fucking ass off from Outkast's first album to the last one. He dedicated his lives to Outkast. And guess what? Dre decided he wanted to be an actor, not a rapper anymore. Now, all this work Blue put in, it's gone. Because the person I put all my energy in, that we was gonna go make this $50 million on tour, decided he didn't want to do that no more. So what does that leave Blue? I gotta figure it out. So Blue said, I'm gonna get an AI Outkast, and niggas was mad at it. Y'all don't want to see Blue eat. Y'all hate Blue. That's the real problem. Y'all hate people like him eating because all he did was his job. And don't get me wrong, I'm using it because if you're in the music business, you understand this. But the point is, and by the way, Andre 3000 is one of my favorite artists of all time. So I'm not taking it personal against nobody, but I respect Dre. You wanted to go do something else, do that. But if I'm Blue, man, that shit just destroy. I don't even know if I can go on no more. The biggest thing I built changed his mind. That's the scariest thing for people like us. So then you got this new technology called AI now. People are still mad at people like us. It's like, do y'all know, like, it's like, do the fucking managers, executives, do they matter? Yeah. Like, it's like every time an artist get dirty, it's like the person that did Puff is a bad person because he did dirty business to artists. It was just business. That's why most people don't like him. It's a fucked up world we live in, and they hate behind the scenes people. And that's why people like me said, fuck music. I'm gonna go do my own thing because you motherfuckers are never happy unless I'm giving you my blood, my sweat, and tears, and I'm not asking for money or credit. And that's not how the real world work, my nigga. So I'd rather sell myself on camera than sell you and hope that you fucking flip on me. So I don't blame Russ. I don't blame him because he's speaking from the artist standpoint. But I don't blame Timbaland either, the way a referee's supposed to. Am I right or wrong? All right, cool. What else the fuck we talking about?
Cooking.
Speaking of products, shout out Backwood. Shout out Backwood. Let go. What else we doing? Somebody said, hold on, I want to address somebody in the chat. Somebody said products should be sold, art shouldn't. Then if you're an artist, put your music out for free. Don't charge for shows. Don't make money from your motherfucking music. This is what I'm trying to say. It's like we have this thing where art's supposed to be appreciated. Then let us appreciate it then with no money.
Okay, cool.
You want your money. If the minute you decide to make money, it is now a business and it's a product. You can't flip it. You can't have it both ways.
Yep.
Go join the choir.
You cannot.
Yep.
Nigga, listen, my favorite line. Mother tell me I want to sing. Man, Ray, I just want to sing. If somebody give me a chance to sing, and it's people like you that stop people from me from singing, go outside in the corner and sing.
Yeah.
Guess what, my nigga? You're a motherfucking singer. You are a singer, and you're a professional singer because you're singing for the public. Now, no one cares, but you're a singer. You don't want to be a singer. You want to be rich. You want to be famous. You want to be acknowledged for your fucking gifts. So if that is the case, you're going to have to do a lot more work than just woke up like this today, motherfucker. And that's when you meet people like Ray, people like Timbaland, people like fucking Jermaine Dupri, who Pharrell, Tehran, who say, I'm going to show you how to win. I'm going to teach you how to win, but you got to listen to me. And then you teach them, and then they stop listening. You can't get those lessons back. You probably ain't going to get none of the money. Then you start realizing, damn, I'm fucked. You know how many brands, you know how many people I know in the music business have made like I use Usher. Usher right now. Usher can make $200 million a year being Usher. What about Shanti Das? Who was pushing her? He was her life. Outkast can go do that. What about Shanti Das? It's like Outkast can go on and we celebrate them. Shanti, nice knowing you, talk to you whenever. And it's like, these are fucking humans. And that's why Ray acts the way he acts. You're not gonna turn me against somebody because I don't just see a figure for us to turn against. I see a fucking human that made a mistake like I have and like everybody else in here. So when your time to make a mistake, you're gonna want somebody like me saying, Ray, please stop him. So leave me the fuck alone when I'm standing up for people that's being attacked. What else we talking about?
What else?
And on top of that, I think artists don't realize like they're speaking from a place where they're feeling the competition, and I think that's really what's happening.
And that's okay, now let's go there.
Yeah.
Now you want to know why all the artists in the music business are so fucking frustrated? Because if back in the day you can say my album's coming out on June 12th, and on June 12th when your album come out, nigga, every Best Buy is gonna have a big poster of you. Every Target's gonna have a big poster of you. Every fucking store that sells music, Tower Records gonna have a big poster of you. So even if I walked in that store to buy an old album from 1997, I seen your picture, your album is out, and it makes me wanna buy it. That's the advantage that major artists had. Now with streaming, everybody just puts their music up like everybody else. So now you are competing with Taylor Swift whether you like it or not.
Right.
It's no difference now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's no difference. So artists are really being exposed now. That's why I got a theory. I said, this is a take. I think most artists hate Daniel Ek, not because he's making money, not because he's making billions, because he made it easier for them and they have no excuses now.
Yeah, I was gonna say they still can do the same thing because now they can use AI to get rid of the people that you're talking about behind the scenes. It's like now you can make your own posters, you can produce your own stuff.
Artists, women at the top of the accountability pool, right under women, artists. Artists ain't taking no accountability. Like it's like y'all didn't wake up like this. Somebody sent that email. Now, if you a one-man machine like I think Russ is, then that's cool. But most artists need a manager to make that phone call. If I start managing you and Alex been my man for 20 years and Alex does something for me, for you because of me, he ain't doing that because of you, but you benefit. He's doing that because of me in my 20 years. Now, what happens when you take that favor, run off and have a career, now he looking at me like, well, you're casting your favor for the wrong person. You'll be wanting to kill somebody.
Man, I have cashed in favors for the wrong people,
You know what I mean? Favors like casting, everybody has, though. And that's life. Just keep going on.
Right.
Speak to where you got plenty of examples where artists have listened to you when you were working for the labels and things worked out well. So it's times where artists can listen and it work out well.
Well, here's the thing. If you, I'm gonna say this. There's only two type of great artists in the world. There's only two type of great artists. The ones that were born with it, which is not born with the talent, born with the mentality. Beyonce, Hove. The mentality of like, I'm Ray. I ain't stopping. Nigga, it could be a bomb going outside. I'm still gonna get here and do what I'm supposed to do. It's just that, I got $1 million in the bank. I could act like a nigga that got $1 million in the bank and be like, I got time. Nah, everything is urgent. That's what makes them great. I'm chasing greatness. I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing greatness. I won't do what the greats do. telling y'all, like, so it's only two type of great artists. The one that was born with the mentality to do it, like Tehran. Tehran is great. Or the one that want to be coached. Alicia Keys was coached. Most Boys to Men was coached. You wanna know how artists are bad today? Because there are no more coaches developing artists. You wanna know why there's no more coaches developing artists? Because artists don't value anything besides owning their art and their fan base. And it's like, you got 3 fans and you got 2 songs and they're not even that good, my nigga. You need to fucking figure out how to come back better. You feel me? So it's like, it's that. So 2 type of great artists. And you name anyone, name a great artist, I'll tell you who they are. And the best ones are a combination of the 2. That was born with the mentality, but hustle. Come on. You want to get on the mic, nigga? We talking shit. Hold on. Are you going to get on the mic and talk some shit with me? Actually, you're the perfect person for this.
Right here, T. Come on. Right here, T.
Oh my God, the GOAT. Listen, everybody watch it. The GOAT has entered the chat.
What's your
Raydar Report. That's right. We just talked. This is perfect for you.
What are we talking about?
So basically, Russ has.
I just feel like from the conversations I've seen him have, it's coming off like the motivation behind signing AI artists and doing all this is control. And you're not looking for artists, you're looking for machines that follow orders.
Okay.
And you're trying to eliminate the messiness, aka the beauty of humanity, and looking at artists like these inconvenient employees. And so you're
just like the rest of the corporations.
Right. So you're kind of doing this because you want compliance, which isn't collaboration. It's not creativity. No. It's control. And so at that point, you're not building art, you're building product. It's very weirdly dystopian to go from like protecting the voice of an artist to programming what they say.
Wow.
And
would you call it like manipulative almost?
Yeah. And you're also telling the whole world that the ideal artist is the one who shuts up and obeys. It's like, that's compliance. That's not collaboration. That's not art. You're building product. And it's really kind of telling about our culture, not rap or anything, just like America, the world, that we just value convenience, speed, profit, output. So it's like,
so Tehran, you are creative, you are artist, and you're also an amazing executive. What is your take on AI and what Russ said? What do you think? What would you say to that?
This is crazy, but everybody who's been giving opinions on AI, I agree with Russ. He's the first artist that expressed himself, and I was like, yo, that makes sense to me. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go on Timbaland's side. Timbaland, who's been in the game, let's say 20 going on 30 years.
30.
Timbaland's been in the game in 30 years, dealing with artists and their personalities, and I believe it is a bit of compliance. Somebody like me in my position who's worked with everybody, yo, it gets really difficult when you get in the room with
They
artists.
want to see Tehran on the mic. I'm sorry. They want to see Tehran.
It gets really difficult when you get in the room with an artist. You've made bigger hits than them. You've made their biggest hits. You've given them their biggest hits, and you're still trying to argue with them. You know what I mean? And I feel like Timbaland in his late 40s, early 50s, or whatever age he is, I feel like you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to deal with you niggas no more, bro. I don't want to fucking deal with you and your personal feelings. And you came to me. Nigga, hey, Tehran, give me a hit. Oh, not like that. Hey, Tehran, do like, hey, but not like that. Oh, no, don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've had, so both.
Love the GOAT being
both people have a point. I do think it is about compliance and it's not collaborative. And I feel like at some point of time, as an artist, you get to go in the room, and at the end of the day, most of the times it's an artist's final say. You get to say, Russ gets to tell everybody in the room, I feel you, my nigga, but this is my art. This is what I want to do. Well, Timbaland is at a place where he's like, yo, also Timbaland is an artist himself. So if Timbaland wants to create something for Timbaland by Timbaland without outside influence, I believe that it should be okay for him. And artists are, but nigga, how about this? If you as good as you think you is, AI, I'm not fucking worried about
Let's
AI.
Go! Let me tell Tehran something. I'm sorry. I'm like excited. I'm sorry. Tehran's in the room and he's never in the room with me. So let me tell everybody something. What you don't know. Everything I just said, you said. And by the way, verbatim. I literally said, I like Russ, but he's an artist. So I didn't speak to Russ as the artist, but you an artist. So at the artist in you was like, that makes sense. But the businessman in you also said what Timbaland is doing makes sense for what Timbaland is doing, right?
Where he has in his
That's
career.
all. So what I'm telling the audience is that stop before you get caught up in the emotions of AI. Listen to who's talking. Russ is the product, nigga. Nothing in Russ world works without Russ. You know how powerful that feels to be Russ?
Yeah.
Nigga, I want to go on tour.
Hey.
If your manager need $1 million tomorrow and you want to go, and you don't feel like going on tour, he can't get it.
Oh, man.
But if it was a product that he owned, nigga, let me tell you something. I needed some money a couple days ago because a whole lot of bills hit at once and I didn't feel like hitting my financial advisor. I forgot I owned the Bitcoin. I forgot, Teron. I was like, and then I was being so smart with it that I was being so cheap. I was like, I bought a Bitcoin for $19,000 and I got it up to $150,000 because every time it hit its peak, I sold. And every time it hit its bottom, I sold. So I wound up getting 1.25 Bitcoin for like 100,000. It was like, but I built it. So I was like, let me go pull out $50,000. I got $50,000 to just pull out for no fucking reason. I don't feel like calling Rob and explaining how I fucked up this week. You know what I'm saying, Teron? Sometimes you don't feel like explaining yourself like, I need $50,000. For what? Nigga, give me my motherfucking money. But I had an asset. I had something I could sell. Now imagine if that was a person. Now I got to explain myself to him. Yo, bro, I need $50,000. Can you sell 50%? No, it becomes, the problem with music, I always say it, is we're monetizing real people and real feelings. But those real people and real feelings have to accept that they are a motherfucking product. I don't give a fuck. Listen, Puff is, go ahead, Teron.
We met with Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine said, you want to get rich, find something that don't talk back. He said, Lady Gaga, she talks back.
She might not want to drop an album.
You know, he said, our city, we were in the room. He said, oh my God, you motherfuckers talk back. But you see,
and he pointed at the Beats headphones.
He had a pair of Beats headphones that he just got. He took them off his head. He said, but you see these headphones? And he threw them across the room and they broke. He said, they do whatever the fuck I tell them to do. And so in business, because I think everybody that makes music forgets the second part of where they are. The music business. When I get in the studio, that's the music. When you leave the studio, bro, it's the business now.
Ooh, we got the goat in the room talking.
And that's the problem. But guess what? Motherfuckers don't realize that when you leave that room and you're like, I made my art. Now, guess what? You got to deal with the A&R's opinion and the marketing department's opinion.
The store's opinion, the outlets, Spotify, my person might not like the music and put it on.
Now we got to fight. Yeah. Now we got to fight because guess what? I believe, and your belief is not a fact.
Tell them.
Listen, I believe a lot of things, bro. There's songs that I wrote that I was like, fuck what y'all talking about. I believe it's a hit. It didn't work. It's songs that I wrote that I was like, I don't know about this one. It went #1. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to give and take. I don't think Timbaland is doing anything wrong. Somebody came online and looked that man in the face and say what he's doing is demonic. Demonic, my nigga. You know what the fuck demonic is? Do you know what demonic is, bro? We need to stop throwing shit around. Yes, Timbaland has a voice and he's responsible, but Timbaland also is responsible for Timbaland
and his family and how they eat and his kids.
And the problem.
And if I find 100 artists and they all acting up and somebody saying get you an AI one, I'll try it. Fuck it. And people still mad.
Hey. How about this? Timbaland is not the end all be all. Timbaland. I love Timbaland. Timbaland ain't had a hit in a while. Yeah. I don't know. So that means music is still going on without fucking Timbaland.
Thank you.
The music business is still surviving without Timbaland.
People don't be realizing people like Timbaland, Pharrell, they be having to recalibrate their sounds and figure out their next move too. Like the old sound ain't working. I got to come back different, reinvention. Everybody is trying. This is my issue. This is why Dave Chappelle, famous line, I hate poor people, resonates with me. Because when you're poor, you don't see past your perspective. And you got to. You have to. Because seeing past your perspective means you've been able to remove your emotions. Yeah, you're broke. Yeah, but you can't be broke and emotional. You could be broke, but broke and emotional mean, nigga, you are going to be broke. My mother is broke and emotional. I was broken emotional. He was broken emotional. Once we drop the emotion, we stop being broke. Am I right, Teron?
Emotions don't make you no money. And guess what? There's no feelings in money. Money has no feelings. So the thing about it is when you bring your feelings in a room where people are trying to make money, you're gonna get your ass whooped every time.
Because you're arguing feelings and they're arguing facts.
Yeah.
The facts is, if I put this song out and we sell 1 million copies, this is how much we're gonna make. And you want me to give you a bigger advance than what I think I could make if I sold 1 million, so you're not fucking getting it.
You want to know what's so funny? How you feel only matters before the product is released.
Oh no, let me take another step. On this computer right here, I probably got, and I'm not exaggerating, 10,000 unreleased songs that he wrote.
100%.
At least 10,000. I think 1,000 of them are hits. Now, how do we get his records off, guys? Let's talk for a second. We need a fucking artist to decide to put it out, decide they like it. We need a label behind them, decide it's worth and putting money behind.
You gotta make sure they do TikToks.
You gotta hope that they're the right company. They understand socials. So think about that. Now imagine if somebody said, "Yo, you got a record? What if I just give you an AI tool to sing it and then make a whole video and you could sing it and it just be like Tehran presents AI singing one of his demos." Now he's monetizing his demos. Why the fuck shouldn't he?
No,
because artists are the worst people in the fucking business. They are pieces of shit. And anytime they think anybody is gonna eat on a microphone, they fucking hate. And it's like, that's why niggas like Timbaland, I don't even want to help these niggas no more. They are the most art. Let me tell you something. Here's a fact. Tehran knows it. In order to be a successful artist, the first trait you have to have after being uber talented is selfishness.
Man.
But the greatest artists in the world are selfish as fuck. Jay-Z, Russ, nigga selfish. They will make money off your name, but don't try to make money off theirs. Nigga, they're the most selfish people on earth. And the worst part is that they're selfish to the people that help them. And that's why we don't have any careers. Because they be so worried about today. Cher's been around since before I was born. Cher has been making music since before my mother was a child. And this bitch is fucking a nigga my age. This bitch is up. You can stay hot forever if you just get to that point. But artists never get to that point because they always trying to outsmart the motherfuckers helping them. They always trying to figure out how I can cut him off. All right, I'm gonna cut him off first, then you, then there's nobody. And niggas that are smart are like, I'm not doing that to myself and my family. Nigga, me and Tehran been together 20 years. We done made way over 50 million. I'm way more than that.
Yes.
Never had paperwork.
No contracts.
No contract. Never needed it.
In life,
because he's a man of his word. Then you can have an artist with a contract. They still might not honor that shit. What are we talking about? Artists are the worst. That's why the music business sucks. Because artists are a piece of shit, and the music business became greedy. And now artists became greedy, so now they left everybody who helped them behind. And that's why that's why they're making average music. That's why they all suck. Because the fucking people who can do it don't want to do it no more because they've been burnt by piece of shit artists.
Yo, bro, listen, bro, I've met so many people that's cried. I mean, literally tears in front of my face, who's like, they were assistants to artists and they were producers to artists and they were management to artists and they got to sit back at home and watch them successful because they got to a certain point and they met Cher's manager, and Cher's manager is like, hey man, they met Beyonce's manager, and Beyonce's manager is like, hey man, you talented. Hey, I look at everything I'm doing for Beyonce. And what people don't realize is, as an artist, is after a certain point, bro, all the work comes to you. If you get successful, listen, Ray don't have to call nobody.
That's not about the point, and I'm glad he said that. The first half, you're working to get your client to a place where you can coast. That's the point. Like, we kill ourselves the first 10 years. And then the last 10 years, nigga, you think Jay-Z gotta work hard for $1? No, nigga, you think Beyonce gotta work? No. So everybody with them is eating now because they with them. But you have to work to get there. And that's the hard part. Artists are so greedy. Megan Thee Stallion got rid of her nigga before her first fucking record dropped. Her album dropped. This nigga gotta go. Shit. You don't think other niggas is afraid? How would they scare the slaves, y'all? How do they keep the slaves? They would take the biggest one and they would fucking beat his ass in front of everybody. That's how they scare people. That's all they doing. It's just scare tactics. That's all it is. It's scare tactics, and I'm not with the shit. Artists are trying to keep going. I'm sorry, Chaz.
No, I just wanted to say it's really sad because just like the artist is grinding with their day one team, and their team is putting in all the work. Because I know, as a publicist in music for the past 10 years, okay, I've worked with artists, and then they'll be like, like Tehran said, you know, they'll meet somebody else's bigger team and think that they're better, when the reality is that they're better. They just don't have to do anything.
No.
Because-
They have the benefit of not having the cheese moved. Artists have this thing with who moved my cheese, and I tell everybody, hey nigga, I know you was there today, but I know it was there yesterday, but today is a different day. I know it was that yesterday, but today is different. Artists can't accept that. That's why we think about this. When Timbaland announced he's gonna make an AI artist, what artist did he piss off? All the broke ones. Because they just can't, like, it's another slot being taken from us. Baby, you ain't good enough. I'm sorry, you're not good enough. Now don't think you can't be good enough tomorrow. It was a point in time we wasn't good enough, but we got better, and we gotten better, and we never stopped getting better, and that's why we're still here 20 years later. Meanwhile, you were just trying to get a check and get in the door, and you got that, but you didn't have a plan. You just needed a check, and once you got that,
I think people. But I'm glad you said that. I think people forget what they asked for. Everybody talk about manifestation, but they don't realize you got what you manifested. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man. I'm telling you, bro. I just need a deal. If I get a deal in a team, bro, you got a deal in a team. A lot of time people get what they pray for, and they don't realize that people forget their prayers when they've been answered.
yes, you gotta be very intentional with your prayers.
They got to be very intentional.
Yes.
If you believe in prayer or you believe in manifestation, people forget, you know, bro, I manifested my wife down to her toes. I mean, that sounds crazy, but the woman that I married, I literally said I wanted A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the woman at my house is like, damn, I look at her and I'd be like,
this is what I wanted.
bro, you're every single thing I asked for and a little more.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, so
But Tehran, you're the king of that. Tehran's the king of being specific. You know why you're that? Because you're a songwriter.
yes.
So you understand how important words are. The right word. So when it's like, you could say, I love you. You could say, I got you. You could say, I want you. You say, I need you. They all can have the same sentiment.
But they all make people feel different ways.
differently. I got you is what you say to your nigga. I love you is what you say to your wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might not want to say I need you to your wife because you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's the same concept though. That's how important words are, and that's why I knew I could ask him because words fucking matter. You better use the right one.
No, going back to the point though, I'm gonna say this. I mean, if Russ is seeing this, you know, because we've been talking about working together, and I agree with what he said. Actually, 100% agree with what he said. But I agree with what Timbaland said. 100%. With what Timbaland
It's kind of like
said.
let people be people. Let
But
them do what
Tehran,
they do.
that's my point. Two things can be true at the same
Right.
time. Why don't we allow that? Because the only people who are always complaining are the poor people. And and I'm here to tell you as a fellow poor person, alumni.
I want to say,
I'm poor people alumni, baby.
I want to challenge that for a second because I don't think just poor people complain because now I'm surrounded.
No, on the internet. On the internet.
Okay, so I watched an interview with Gilly the Kid last night on Club Shay Shay, and he said something. Well, I feel like only broken people publicly display their discomfort about the world, right? And I'm gonna say this: there's no happy person. I'm rich. I love my family. My kids are doing good in school.
Life's good.
I get up. Life is good. I promise you. I seen things on the internet that I don't like. I seen things on the internet that upset me extremely. I can't recall a moment that I've ever had the urge or go down and someone comments and said, man, if you don't shut your motherfucking stupid ass. I've never ever felt the need to say that to someone because what I realized, the internet is 99% opinion based. And no one opinion is wrong.
It's just right for their life.
So that's why Russ is right and Tim is right, because the fact isn't that Timbaland has not said, I want to do an AI artist because I want full control. But Russ's opinion and take on it, that makes sense. It could look like that. If Timbaland might just be like, yo, I've worked with every single artist I've ever wanted to work with in my life, and AI is new. I've never done that. As a creative, I want to
be creative.
I want to keep pushing myself, and what would?
No, but Troy, I gotta say something. So just listen to what he said. Imagine everything he said made sense, right? Man, as a creative, I'm gonna be a little more creative. Imagine if he says that, and now every little broke artist that's trying to come makes him the devil. Bitch, fuck all y'all. Fuck everybody. I'm never coming. And what we're doing is we're running the greats away. Rodney Jerkins. I think he just is in gospel now. It's like niggas that really do this is like, yo, the artist is coming in, smelling like weed. They control shit. They on stream. It's like, nigga, I'm trying to help you be great real quick. Can you put the stream down? That's why DDG probably ain't the better artist. Because he streams all day. But if he really put it down, you can get better, my nigga. You just got to stop the streaming.
He about to.
Huh?
I said, well, he's about to.
I'm going to say this to y'all. It's a deeper problem. And I say this all the time. And this is going to get me whooped for sure.
No, let's go. I want you on the show every week, my nigga. When you come in, I just love you being here. Let's go.
Black Americans throw away their talent.
Teron, let me tell you, you don't even know this. Let me say this. What he's saying is equivalent to what I say. Don't get tricked out of your spot.
So let me explain.
I love this nigga.
There's an artist that I grew up with. He's my favorite singer that ever lived. His name is Beres Hammond. Beres Hammond is probably in his early 70s.
Oh, I know.
You know, Beres Hammond will still tour, and young people from ages 10, 12, 8, they'll go to a Beres Hammond concert and they'll know Beres Hammond songs. They love Beres Hammond like I love Beres Hammond. Nobody in this room from the generation like LL Cool J.
Hold on, say nope.
Nobody in this room from the new generation likes LL Cool J.
Or even listen.
Or even knows his music. And that's sad.
Look at everybody in the room. That's crazy. The room.
Guess what? Wait. From
you in your 30s.
I said from the new generation, not
you in your 30s. That's what I'm saying. You in your 30s.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah. So
you should know.
You don't. They don't know that Queen Latifah is one of the first female rappers.
Yes.
I mean, she's not the first. She's just the beginning of female rap. Her, MC Light, Stetsasonic, they don't know these things. And the weird part is, if you ask a young Jamaican kid, they know who Ninja Man is.
My nigga Quan. Hey, Quan, you Jamaican Quan, yo.
And if you ask an Afrobeat kid, they know Fela Kuti. And they still like it and they still love it. So a lot of the times people, especially in the black community, I hear this motherfuckers is like, yo man, they stealing our shit. I want to let you know, if I take all my old designer and put it in a plastic bag and a nigga go and pick it up and wears it and looks great in it, he didn't steal it. He didn't steal my clothes. I threw it away. So now we got K-pop, which is nothing but 90s R&B and hip hop, and I'm in the genre and I'm doing the genre.
No, Teron, tell him you have the number one male and female K-pop song in the history
of the genre. And now when you think on this, they're like the Asians is dancing and they're doing that, but I'm like, the last dancing R&B artist that black people celebrate and accept is Chris Brown and Usher. And now the new young kids is dancing and coming up. They're not necessarily big.
Yeah, dancing is lame.
Dancing is kind of lame to people. It's coming back slowly, but things in black community got to be a cycle. I remember when I grew up, we liked Deniche, and we liked Rockaware, and we liked Fat Farm, black-owned urban brands. And then them niggas got old. The brands made not hot. FUBU, we threw them away, and now we wearing white people's designer, and all black people, all I hear niggas complaining about is,
no
them
black
designers
designers
don't fuck with us. They don't like us for real. And I'm like, yo, I'll tell y'all straight up, I wear a FUBU shirt and a Rockaware pant and a Fat Farm jean right fucking now because the niggas that made it look like me.
Yes.
And that's who I am.
Yes.
So my thing is, a person like Timbaland, when Timbaland is trying to do something to push culture forward, even if it's not understandable, you can't demonize him. You should go to Timbaland and say, yo, my nigga, what's your plan behind this? Because I don't understand. Explain it to me so I can understand, because you're important to the general idea of our culture. You know what I mean? But nigga, throw it away. It's like, we not gonna act like Toomp didn't start trap. Yeah, niggas don't talk about Toomp.
Toomp, like he the most
they don't talk about Toomp
like he's Quincy Jones of trap music.
Quincy Jones of trap music.
we throw our black people. I said this. Did I say this yesterday? Black Americans throw their shit away and they get mad that other people like it.
Cause we like
get tricked out of position.
I'm Caribbean, bro. We still like Beanie Man. Marshall Montana is still one of the biggest soca artists. We still like Bunji Garlin. We still like Kes. We still like Bounty Killer. Listen,
them niggas didn't get old to y'all.
We
the only culture. Black America's the only culture where we allow ourselves to get old.
Old ain't. Guess what?
And old ain't cool.
Old ain't cool to black people. But this is the funny thing. That's why I love what's happening in Caribbean music. That's why I love the fact that Buju Banton is selling out arenas and Vibes Cartel is selling out arenas. And I love that for my culture, because I'm a Caribbean man. I love that for my culture. And black Americans, you cannot throw away your shit, because this is what y'all don't understand. The rest of the world is influenced by y'all. The rest of the world loves y'all. The rest of the world is watching and copying y'all. But when y'all throw it away, the rest of the world, guess what the rest of the world say? Hey, I'm sorry, but
that's just kind of cool.
We still like it.
Yes.
Hey,
black people in the hood get over shit quick and we move on quick. We create the trends.
That shit lame, man. That shit, we don't fuck with it. Well, guess what? The rest of the world, they still like it. And because of the internet, what people don't realize is the world is getting smaller. The world is getting smaller and the world is getting smaller. So let me break down the internet. Hey, man, before black Americans would rap and they would come out to other countries and the other countries would say, wow, how the fuck are they doing it? You couldn't really copy it or master it that well because it wasn't an influx of it to study. You was just like, man, whatever BET shows, if you had BET, whatever MTV shows, that's what you got. Well, guess what now? With the internet and with computers, everybody got the same sounds. Everybody got Ableton and Fruity Loops and they can make the same style beats. So now the kids in Germany, sorry, Lil Baby is dope, but the nigga that rap like Lil Baby in German is better to a German kid because he's talking their language. The kid in Korea, so now for the first time, rap music, because rap music had no outside competition outside of the United States. You couldn't do rap if you wasn't American. Well, guess what, guys? Now they're like, hey, no disrespect to the guys in Atlanta, but I'm from France. This nigga's way better. No disrespect to the guys in LA, but I'm from the UK. Central C is talking to me. No, I'm not. No, you like them, but I'm just talking about what it means. And I'm not saying that it's not big. Hip hop and our music isn't big, but I'm like, other people are doing it in their way, in their language, in their style, and the world is embracing it. So going back to Timbaland, him trying to push our culture as a black man forward, nigga, we should embrace that shit, 100% and get to understanding, and yes, give suggestions, but bro, the devil, it's demonic. I'm like, yo, bro,
how you gonna do that to a nigga a hero? That's what we do in society. And listen, nobody that's really outside getting it is gonna talk to somebody like that.
Bruh.
It's like, if you want to tell me your financial status in life, show me how you talk to someone when you're mad. You want to think? No. I just want to see. Oh, go ahead. No. So we filming the show right here, but I just do this live, just Can we clap it up?
Bro, check me out.
You got the thing.
Check me out, Ray. I want to add on to what y'all was talking about, bro, with us throwing our shit away, bro. Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like people in Japan and Korea, bro, they still dress like how niggas in the 90s used to dress, bro. They still wear like the baggy ass jeans because we don't want to wear that.
Niggas in the hood.
They still listen to old school rap.
Niggas in the hood are always tired of each other. We hate each other, so we get tired of each other. We call each other old, and another culture picks it up. Then we get mad and call them culture vultures, whatever. But we didn't appreciate it.
No, appreciate it too. We don't necessarily own it because we don't. Man, I'm about to say some deep shit, man. We don't have, a lot of black people in the hood don't have the parental guidance and upliftment as youth. So I tell people, my daddy told me I was the greatest nigga in the world. It's like Kanye. It's like, no matter how much you why is he not cancelable? Why is he getting away with what he's getting away with? How is he still making money? How is he still successful? Because his mama told him he was special.
Nobody can take that from him.
And it's not that nobody could take. This is the thing. He believed it. See, like when I meet Christian people that believe, like when I meet Christians, when I meet Muslims, like they believe that. Listen to me, brother. I'll die with this belief. And my father, when I was younger, he told me I was special and amazing. He told me I was one of the best people that ever made music. He told me I was the biggest thing in music when I wasn't in the music business. And guess what, guys? I fucking believed him. Not always.
And now look at you.
But at some point, that shit hit my brain and I said, oh, my daddy didn't lie to me. So I feel like it starts with, you know,
at the house.
It starts at the house. So everybody in the house, when you're around your people and your friends, guess what, bro? My first song that I wrote was whack. My daddy told me it was amazing. And we also got to know that we got to raise black babies different than they raise white babies. You know what I'm saying? When you're raising a disenfranchised child, as opposed to a child with benefits in the world, you got to raise them different. You got to tell them, you got to teach them what they up against, but you also got to tell them that all those things, none of those things can stop them. Yep. Yes. You know what I'm saying? The funny part is when you see white people talk to their kids, they don't even talk with the obstacles that we talk. White people don't even mention the police to their kids. They don't mention, yo, my nigga, they don't mention. I remember Jay-Z, somebody asked Jay-Z about his daughter and success, and he was like, I don't think about my kids being unsuccessful. I don't believe in my mind like, oh man, so, you know, bro, I remember Ray told me, he was like, his mom was proud of him being the guy that worked at the airport, but he was like, what if I was Bill Cosby kid? And I believe that the minute you get a child, you got to look at yourself as Bill Cosby, as Martin Lawrence. You got to look at yourself as Bill Gates. You got to look at yourself as that. I think black people in the house, I think we have made poverty or the lack of having things made us feel like we aren't anything. Well, what people don't realize is the lack of having breeds creativity more than anything. You want to know why we're the most creative, most innovative people on the planet? Because we don't have what everybody else has. So guess what? Think on this. With all the money and all the resources and all the fucking ups in the world that white people got, we invented every genre in this fucking country. We invented R&B, hip hop. We invented it all. We made it big. Guess what? We keep inventing things that they keep stealing. We keep innovating fashion. Nigga, Dapper Dan did something so cool in the hood that they had to hire him at some point. Talk your shit. So we gotta stop, and that's the thing. So we gotta stop giving it away because we don't value it, because we don't see the value in our fucking selves.
Because we allow white media to trick us out of our spot. And then you'll get black media like me talking, and black people say, you need to shut the fuck up. Let them white folks talk. Nigga, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
What's the dude that sell the houses? The white dude, like a billionaire nigga, and him and his wife.
Grant Cardone.
Grant Cardone came out online and told everybody buying houses is stupid.
Yep.
He's like, owning a house is terrible. Guess what, my nigga? People is like, oh man, you know, you need to rent. Well, people start, you know, less people were buying houses. Them, you know, BlackRock went and bought up all the houses. Now rent is up. Now you can barely afford a house. Now you can barely afford rent. Hey man, all I'm gonna say this. Respect the white people. Respect to y'all. Respect to y'all. But I'm gonna say black people, they ain't lived your life. They ain't walked in your shoes. They ain't been in your hood.
That's why you never heard white people magic.
Hey nigga.
Yeah, black magic, because we the motherfucking magic.
Fucking listening to niggas that don't understand what you've been through. Listen, Gilly the Kid, I relate to him. I relate to Wallow. I relate to Joe Buttons. I relate to black people who've built something from scratch. I relate to suburban black, to ghetto black, to gangster black. Let me tell y'all something. I relate to just black motherfucking period. And my thing is, and guess what? The money is where white people are. Yeah, it's like this. You gotta go and you gotta go get the money. Go get the money. But we do spend trillions of dollars. So again, I'm gonna keep everything that I'm saying is gonna keep going back to Timbaland. When black people do something, you support it. It's like I say this: the Virgin Islands is 32 square miles with a population of 65,000 people. We don't have the population to hate on each other. It ain't enough black people in America for us to hate on each other. When a black man does something, nigga, hey, you know what? I don't really like them t-shirts, but fuck it. Hey, my nigga, keep going.
Yes, sir. And you don't even know you just you get all the bands.
Hey, my nigga, keep going. Hey, brother, keep going. Why? Because I know how hard it is. I know that the resources are not allocated to us like it is for everybody else. I'm in the difference between me and everybody else. When people come online and they curse me out, I'm like, guess what? I'm in all the rooms.
That's why they can't bother me.
I'm in all the rooms. Guess what? Guess what? Hey, brother, I talked to Metro. I talked to Mike Will. I talked to Take Keith. I talked to Dr. Luke. I talked to Ilya. I talked to Circuit. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Dan Nigro. I talked to John Bellion. Hey, brother, I talked to London on the track. That means all the rap, hip hop, urban. Yes, I fought with them. All the pop. I fuck with them. Guess what? All the urban black A&Rs. I fuck with them. All the pop white A&Rs. All the Korean A&Rs. Nigga, I fuck with everybody. So I understand the plight and the argument and shit that's going on from every side of the table. And I am telling y'all, black people in America, we don't have the population to hate on each other.
We can't afford. We don't have the.
We should hate on anything negative. Hey, my nigga, you doing anything negative? Get the fuck out of here. We don't want to stand next. We don't want to be associated with you. Nigga, you can't come around us. Hey, bro, I was talking to my wife the other day, and you know what I said to my wife? I said, hey, babe, this shit gonna sound crazy, but I really think I want to be lame. She said, what? I said, Russell Wilson is lame, babe. To the media. And Sierra's my friend and Russell is my friend. But to the media and
he's not cool. Russell's superpower isn't cool.
Yo, I want to say something about that man. That man takes his kids to school. That man gets up in the morning and goes to practice. That man is a faithful, monogamous man to his wife. That man goes to church every week. That man says his prayers. That man takes care of all his kids. That man is respectful and kind. That man teaches Future how to play baseball and football. Goes to all his games. If that is lame, my nigga, give it to me. That's what I want to be.
I think you need a flex bomb. We ain't get a flex bomb, Quan. But just for Tehran, and they're gonna have the Tehran on the button, nigga. Ain't gonna call.
Yeah,
nigga.
That's what we need as black community. We need to start saying, "Hey, man," because, hey, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I hung with Russell Wilson. That's one of the coolest niggas I've ever met in my life. And anybody, and the people who's like, yo, he's this, he's that. Man, you
need to grow the fuck up.
No, not only that. First of all, nigga, ain't no one black man invented soul. You don't get to tell me
what's black.
What's black, and I'm fucking black. You don't get to tell me my motherfucking black story, nigga, like you.
My blackness is not real because I'm not from the hood.
Ain't real because I don't dress like you or talk like you. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to a different variety of music and I like certain shit. I tell everybody, hey, nigga, guess what? My wife is black. My babies is black. I donated every dollar that I've ever had to black organizations, to HBCUs, to the Virgin Islands, to motherfucking black people. Every time that I made a lot of money, I gave it to black. I hired black. And guess what? And I fuck with white people. I hire white too. But what I will tell y'all niggas is you don't get to tell motherfuckers, oh man, that ain't black enough. Why? What, Carlton wasn't black? His daddy was black. His mom was black.
I put like this. I know
black.
Everybody want Here's a problem with black people. We want to be hood, but we want our kids to not be. Like we want to be hood, right? It's like we thought Carlton was lame for us, but you want your son to be like Carlton. I'd much rather my son be like Carlton than one of you street niggas. We think the girl that's reading the book is lame, but I'd much rather my daughter be the girl reading the book. Like you ain't never heard no story about Tiffany LaRae Daniels. She's married now, my sister. No whole story. She knew she had a brother. She didn't know. No, I don't have to. I could say my sister's name proud. But if she was out here fucking and everything and she was on live tomorrow and I probably wouldn't want to say a name loud like that. Because it's like, why you out here acting like we got to change our approach. Black people are lost right now. We putting money over everything and we don't have none of it. We the only motherfucker put money over everything and don't have none of it.
Yo, man, this shit is crazy.
Go ahead.
Yo, bro, I be hearing niggas talk about prenups all the time. Black men talk about prenups and I'm like, but you don't have no money. What? Yo, my nigga, you don't wanna marry your girl, bro. You're like, bro, nigga, but hey, you know I gotta get it. Bro, you don't have no fucking money, bro. You don't have no money. And this is another thing, bro. This is the thing. Black women in America will never have a soft life. And hear me out before y'all come for me. Let me tell y'all why. Black women in America came here and been working from the beginning. Y'all watch white women kids. Y'all clean the floor. Y'all have never had an opportunity where y'all sit down. That's why even even a black woman that's a housewife, they feel uncomfortable with it because they've never ever had the opportunity or the lifestyle as white women. White women has had the opportunity for somebody else to watch their kids, somebody else to clean their house, somebody else to do everything. All they had to do was look pretty and sleep with their husbands. So when I hear niggas talk about black women like, oh man, they this, all I'm gonna say about black women, I love y'all, I respect y'all. Y'all could beat me up, but it's niggas' fault. No, let me tell you how it's black men's fault.
We just talked about it. Go.
Tell you how it's our fault.
Oh, by the way, I want to say one point thing just to the room. Now do y'all understand why it's important to find someone like this? Nigga sounds just like me. That's why we make so much money. We think alike. We don't bump heads. We know what the world is. Cook,
yo, bro. I say it's black men's fault because I'm like, yo, it's all stems from slavery. They took us out the household. They broke up our family. Jim Crow came in. Bam. Let's talk about the crack epidemic and mass incarcerations. And the black woman stayed by us. They stayed by us. But at some point, they was like, damn, we got to go out and work. We got to take care of the family because these men aren't doing it. Now, these young black men grow up with no dads. The cycle continues. Black women are at a point, they're graduating at a higher rate than black men. They're doing more positive things. And they're yelling like, yo, and guess what? Black women still marry black men more than anybody else.
They're mad at us.
And niggas is mad because they're like, yo, listen, bruh, you're dealing with years of conditioning, and now women are like, yo, my nigga, I've given you chances I've given you chances from the 50s to the 60s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to now, and we have to give our black women grace because
I totally agree.
Because niggas
they've been putting up with our shit.
They put up with our shit. Niggas get rich, get white women,
put them
up in these houses. Man. They get nannies.
Have babies with them. Let them divorce them. Take half what they got. Now this girl and her family is living like her family living like millionaires off of your shit,
bro. And I'm like, and then they like black women and the devil. They, the black woman's attitude. First of all, my nigga, as a black man, I think you a pussy ass nigga if you can't handle a black woman's attitude, and I'm gonna explain why I feel this way. Let me tell you why. So hear me, you raised by a black woman. No, not even that. Let's take that out. You a street nigga. Everybody who grew up in the projects, we've dodged drugs, we've dodged murder, we've dodged prison. We've dodged being killed by the police. Every black boy that grew up in a disenfranchised neighborhood, you dodged all of that. Life was hard. And your girl talking hard, that's the worst thing that happened to you? That's what you can't deal with? First of all, nigga, you need a black woman with a voice. You need a black woman with an attitude, because a black woman the only motherfucker that's, hey, I remember I got pulled over by the police one time. I called my wife on speaker, and while we was on speaker, my wife said, you wake me out my motherfucking bed. My husband is an upstanding citizen. I got to wake up with my kids in the morning. She went off for 20 minutes. You know what that cop said? Sir, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm in the car like, babe, please, you gotta calm down, because I'm here with the 6 police surrounding the car. Yeah, true story. Because I was driving a Porsche in a fucking predominantly white area, and they pulled me over, and my wife went off, and that black woman went off, and that cop, guess what he did? He backed down, he apologized, he gave me my driver's license, and he sent me home. Again, we need their attitudes. And I also believe, too, a man leads by his fucking actions, my nigga. So guess what? When I see a woman and a man arguing, oh yeah, you yelling with your girl. I'm like, bro, you the man. It takes 2 to argue. You can't take the hurtful, oh my God, your feelings are hurt. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Over here tripping.
Oh my God, she's hurting your feelings. And I'm not saying men don't have feelings. I have feelings. But guess what? If my wife, who I've been married to for like 20 years, who I've been with for 20 years, if my wife gets in a place where I feel like she took it too far, say what you need to say, and then I'd say, hey, we can't tolerate that. That's not gonna work. We can't do that. Make sure you don't do that to me again. She's like, babe, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Like a man, nigga. I stand up, I say, bruh, calm. Collective. She follows my lead. She doesn't get irate. She ain't never yelled at me. She ain't never called me nothing crazy. And guess what? When we met, she wanted to. She came from that environment. But I showed her. She was like, oh shit, this nigga calm. I can't
You
get.
led.
I led.
You led. Let's clap my nigga led. Let's clap my nigga led. More black men leading. More black men leading.
Bro, basically what he's saying is all that emotional shit is some bitch shit. Stop doing that bitch shit, bro.
Yo, Teron gotta go to the station. Teron, you gotta go to the station. You gotta interview right now. Oh, no, listen, that's the best part. You're talking, you get it. We gonna talk later. I'm here when you get back.
Peace.
One more time. Let's get over to Teron. By the way, I'm ending right now. This is the Raydar Report. We out. This is a long show. It was some good shit, though.
Somebody said no other race of woman act like that. No other race of woman
has
through slavery. No other women lost their men to mass incarceration and drug use. No other women been through it. They're gonna be different. Stop fucking saying that. Y'all, I don't like you niggas, bro.
Stop that shit,
I don't like you niggas that say shit like that. You don't know nothing. You're not speaking from a place of smart. You're not reading past the fucking internet, and you got mommy issues. Your dad wasn't there for you. You was raised by only your mom. You're mad that that black woman was frustrated raising 3 or 4 kids by her fucking self in the ghetto, working, trying to do right by you the best that she could. And now you're taking it out on a black woman, because when a woman yells at you, she reminds you of how your mother talked. When a woman does something, you're like, oh my God. And no woman is ever gonna love you like your mama, my nigga. She's not your mom. My wife don't love my kids like me, nigga. We different. We different.